Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Art Nouveau Tarot by Matt Myers. I have to think to remember to say that the right way. I think I said it the right way that time. Either way, the information's there so you can see it. Supportive Oracle Cards, a Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name, which I think is Reich Baskin. I usually don't try to say it, but I usually butcher it. But there's the information if you want to look up those people. Is it Reich? I don't know. See, I mess it up, so that's why I usually don't say it. Sagittarius. I like this so far. Let's see where we're going. That's it. Okay. So, how we're starting this off. You got workaholic, strength. Well, that's the Ace of Swords. It looks strange for me at first. The Ace of Swords, which this deck tends to use, like, it's got a lot of fire feel to it, but I don't feel that with this. Especially when you got the strength of the sword, I'm getting like you're trying to hold yourself together. And it's just kind of like trying to let things drive you crazy. You're keeping very busy. What you're doing to balance things out or to make things balance out, like the word balance is there, it's really frustrating, but you're holding yourself together and you're just kind of like, I'm the reason this is still working, and I have people giving me a hard time, but literally what I'm doing is keeping this together. It's almost like people are giving you a hard time about what you're doing, but literally what you're doing is keeping things afloat. And it's kind of really obnoxious, kind of like, I can't believe people are giving me a hard time. They're not lifting a finger, or they're not really putting in the effort to make this work out. I am. They don't like how I'm doing it, yet they're not willing to do it themselves. It's really kind of obnoxious. It's kind of under my skin a little bit. And I'm getting the Five of Swords with the vanity in the environment. Literally, somebody's not, it's like they're not really doing it. They have all the answers, but none of the action. That's, I don't know, I'm not even going to go, that's really annoying to me. That's under my skin. It's getting under my skin, kind of like somebody has all the answers, but they're not going to put in the effort to make it happen. Yeah, you're the one who's actually doing it, but they're thinking they should be able to tell you how to do it, even though they're not going to be, okay. I don't know if there's something I'm missing with that, but that's annoying. That's really obnoxious. If that's how that's happening, general read and all the other good stuff. In the environment, what's going on is like, is that impatience? Impatience with the devil. You don't have time for this ridiculousness, but you're still hearing it. You're still moving things forward. There's just, it's like a really aggravated energy going on here in the environment. Yeah, I feel like you're more like, let's just get through it. You're trying to push through it and get it done. There are a lot of, like, I could go into that energy again, but I feel like it's just more, it's just annoying. Like, there's no fixing it. It's just annoying. So it's kind of like, let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. I figure, when I'm feeling your energy, what I'm figuring you're doing is just kind of like wasting my time bantering back and forth on that is literally wasting my time. So, whatever. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, even if I am able to prove my point, I'm still the one going to be doing what I need to be doing. So, whatever. Moving on. Okay, but I don't want to downplay that because that is it's very obnoxious. Now, there's an energy here outside of the situation. In the situation itself, like, the wheel is turning, but the reason the wheel is turning in this environment, in this situation, is self-worth, despondence, and hermit. Somebody else is doing, like, the thinking. Like, how do I explain this? Because it's like, there's you, there's the situation, there's the other person on the other side of the situation, but there's, outside of that, Like somebody else is unhappy with the person you're dealing with. It's like this person who's telling you how you're supposed to do it but not putting in the action behind it. Somebody's getting on their case, and they're like, what's with you and all the answers but no action? What's up with that? How is this you have all the answers but you're not doing anything to change anything? You're just kind of sitting there like, what do you call it? A sideline coach. What do you call that person that just kind of goes yammer, 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 like the Sunday afternoon coach, whatever they call that, where somebody's like, they have all the answers but there's nothing that comes of it. One of those people. And they're kind of like, somebody's coming down on them like, I see what you're doing, it's really aggravating. I don't think that's right. If you think you have the answers, get in there and actually apply them. Otherwise, shut your face. Shut your face. Okay. Somebody else is getting on their case, and I feel like you're seeing like this person is coming forward and getting involved. Are they getting in your way? They're not getting in your way. Because I also feel like this person is not only saying, like, you think you have the answers, but you know what? I don't think so. Here's what you should be doing, and you need to be actually in there doing it. So somebody's pushing pushing them to support what you've already done. Or is that right? Hold on. Like, I don't know if they're saying support what you've already done, or they're saying get involved and do something. And I feel like they're just kind of falling in line a little bit. Ironically, this person, they're not really in your way, but it's not like you really want to work with them. They're aggravating. The Ten of Swords is showing up, but I feel like it's the fact that this person, you have to deal with them. But the thing is, you've already solidified things. You've already laid the groundwork, and it's just building on top of it. But it's kind of like now you're doing what you have to do, and now you see this other person doing what they have to do. They're more involved, but it's almost kind of like you're able to keep an eye on it, so you're sure it's going the right way. So it's not really bothering you in the sense of like getting the work done. It's working out. But this person, like it's kind of like this person. It's like that kind of feeling, like this person. This might be going in a very positive way, actually. It seems unexpected to me, but I'm getting recovery on your side with impartiality. Which the two of these together is kind of like things are looking better. And you see this person for who they are. And it's kind of like, well, they're not in my way. They actually are helping me. So it actually is working out. They are doing what they should be doing. And I'm kind of feeling that energy on your side. Like, yeah, that's what they should be doing anyway. They should be supporting the situation. They should be actively helping. And they are actively helping. Impartiality, though, I'm thinking like they're doing what they should be. And you're like, yes, they should be. But at the same time, you're like, I don't really like them. But that is what they should be doing. If it's them or somebody else, it's all the same to me. As long as it gets done. Now, the enlightenment here, I'm just trying to like... I feel like this energy, whoever you're dealing with, it doesn't seem like that's the best. It's just not the best. And it's not going to be. But there's the enlightenment might be about like where they need to be and where they want to be. The enlightenment it's kind of tricky in this situation. Like, if you're just going to take the card by itself, you'd think, oh, this is somebody realizing what they should do and they're moving forward in a spiritual way. Doesn't really feel that way for me here. Feels kind of like somebody realizing like whatever the situation has evolved to, they either have to assimilate to it to stay in a comfortable position, or they have to move on to something else. One of the two. So they either have to get with the program and start applying themselves like they should, or they have to get out of it. One of the two. That's what I'm really feeling. That's the enlightenment, which is not really like, oh, like I've seen the light. It's not feeling that way for me. It's just them kind of coming to terms. Take it with a grain of salt, all that stuff. The situation is moving forward. I'm wondering if this person... I feel like there's a trading off of people. I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like there's a trade-off of people. There's not really a card showing that, but that's really kind of what I'm getting, why the growth is happening. Because I almost feel like the enlightenment is this other person... There's a change. There's definitely a change in somebody else. There's a change and somebody else is coming in here. So the change might be one of two things. This person is either staying or going. If they're staying, there's a second person or another person coming in. They want to impress that person, and I feel like they're doing what they should, and this other person is helping keep it online. So there's another person coming in one way or another. Either this person is staying and they want to impress the new person, or this person is leaving and the person replacing them is turning out to be a much better fit. Either way it's going, you're getting a lot of growth with the new person, and I'm getting like you can't really go forward without kind of finding a way to address the situation, in the sense of like, here's what's gone wrong, here's what needs to go right. You can't get past it without this change. A new person is coming in and it has to be addressed, and I'm getting this new person is balancing it out one way or another. I'm also getting, when this new person comes in, I feel like they're more your speed. They're more seeing it the way you see it. Kind of like, the way you're leading it, that's cool. They don't really have any interest in changing things. They'd much prefer to just work with what's already there and just add to and support what's already there. I'm getting like a supportive energy. You seem to get along very well with the new energy coming in. Again, whether it's an addition or it's a replacement, whichever it is, I'm getting this makes things go a lot better for you. If it is an addition, it does seem to quiet down this other negative energy around you, and it seems to keep it under control. If it's still there, of course. Now, as it goes on to the next part, I'm getting perseverance, prayer, and miracle. The situation is about to get a lot better. This adversity is diminishing. This outside energy, this outside influence seems to be impressing more about working with you, people working with you and it's supporting you rather than working against you. So the miracle here, I'm feeling like this situation is going to go better than it has before. It's going to go a lot better than it's gone in a long time. And I feel like that's something you're not expecting. I feel like that's why the miracle card is there. Kind of like, I don't think this is ever going to go right, is kind of the attitude where I'm coming into it. But I'm getting like, yeah, this situation's going to get a lot better than expected. Things are going to start to go the way they should. Whatever that means in this situation that you're dealing with. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, give me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.